Chapter 7. A New Kind of Normal. The days following Louis's confession were surreal for Harry. The more he tried to reconcile the Louis he had come to know, the quiet, thoughtful guy with a love for books, with the world-famous celebrity from the article, the harder it became. They still saw each other regularly, but there was an unspoken tension between them now, a kind of fragile uncertainty that hung in the air whenever they were together. Louis, on the other hand, seemed determined to pretend that everything was fine. He acted like nothing had changed, showing up at Harry's house with a bag of takeout or suggesting spontaneous trips to the river. But Harry could see through it. Louis was putting on a brave face, but there was a part of him still holding back. One evening, they found themselves at Harry's place, watching a movie. It had become their routine, settling on the couch, sharing a blanket, and losing themselves in some random film. But tonight, Harry could barely focus on the screen. His mind kept wandering back to Louis, sitting right beside him. There was something about the way Louis sat, relaxed but distant, that made Harry want to reach out, to bridge the gap that seemed to be growing between them. He hesitated for a moment, then slowly moved his hand toward Louis, resting it gently on top. Louis looked down, surprised, but didn't pull away. Instead, he turned his head to face Harry, his blue eyes soft but searching. "Is this okay?" Harry asked quietly, his voice barely audible over the movie. Louis's lips curled into a small smile. "Yeah, it's more than okay." They sat like that for a while, their hands intertwined, the movie forgotten. Harry's heart raced, and he could feel his pulse quicken as he glanced at Louis again. His breath caught in his throat as their eyes met, and for a moment, neither of them moved. Then, without thinking, Harry leaned in, closing the distance between them. Their lips met in a soft, tentative kiss, the warmth of it spreading through Harry like wildfire. It was gentle, almost shy, but it felt like everything he had been holding back had finally been let loose. Louis responded just as softly, his free hand coming up to cup the side of Harry's face, pulling him in closer. When they finally pulled apart, Harry's head was spinning. Louis's face was still close, his breath warm against Harry's lips. "I've been wanting to do that again," Louis whispered, his voice hushed like he was sharing a secret. Harry let out a soft laugh, his forehead resting against Louis's. "Me too." The tension between them seemed to dissolve in that moment, replaced with something much softer, much warmer. It was like all the confusion and doubt from the past few days melted away, leaving just the two of them. But as they sat there in the dim light of the living room, something shifted in Louis's expression. The smile faded slightly, replaced by a flicker of worry. "Harry," Louis began, his voice more serious now, "there's more I need to tell you. It's not just about who I was, or am, I guess." Harry's brow furrowed. "What do you mean?" Louis looked away, as if gathering his thoughts. "There's a reason I came to this town. I didn't just want to escape the fame. I needed to disappear for a while. From everyone." Harry's heart skipped a beat. "Disappear?" Louis nodded slowly. "The truth is, I've been running from something, someone. And being here with you, it's complicated. It's putting you at risk." Harry felt a chill run down his spine. "What are you talking about? Risk?" "Louis, what's going on?" Louis squeezed Harry's hand, his eyes full of guilt. "There are people who don't want me to stay out of the spotlight. They want me back, whether I'm ready or not. And if they find me, they'll find you, too." Harry's heart pounded in his chest. "You're saying, people are looking for you?" Louis gave a small nod. "I've been hiding from them. I thought coming here, to this small town, would keep me safe. But I'm not so sure anymore." Harry's mind raced, trying to process everything. Louis had already revealed his fame, but this was something else. It wasn't just about the pressure of being a celebrity. There was real danger involved. And now, Harry was somehow caught in the middle of it. "I didn't mean for you to get involved," Louis continued, his voice breaking slightly. "I wanted to keep you out of it. But the more time I spend with you, the harder it's been to keep it all hidden." Harry squeezed Louis's hand, his mind reeling. "Louis, what are we supposed to do?" Louis looked at him, his eyes full of uncertainty. "I don't know. I just know that I can't keep running forever. And I don't want to keep running from you." Harry could feel his heart breaking at the sight of Louis, the vulnerability in his voice and the raw fear in his eyes. He was caught between wanting to protect Louis and the fear that whatever danger was chasing him could tear them apart. Before Harry could say anything, Louis leaned in closer. I just need time, Harry. Time to figure everything out. To be honest with you. But I can't lose you, not now. Harry's heart ached with both love and worry. He nodded, his voice shaky as he whispered, You won't. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. Louis rested his head on Harry's shoulder, the weight of his secrets still hanging in the air between them. It wasn't perfect. There were still so many unanswered questions, so much Harry didn't know. But for now, they were together, and that was all that mattered. As the night grew darker, and the world outside felt further away, Harry closed his eyes, silently vowing that whatever Louis was running from, they would face it together. The next morning, Harry woke up to the sound of his phone buzzing repeatedly on his nightstand. He groaned, rubbing his eyes, and glanced at the screen. There were several missed calls from an unknown number and a string of messages. His stomach dropped as he read through them. Where's Louis? Asterisk. Tell him he can't hide forever. Asterisk. You think you can keep him safe. You have no idea what's coming. Asterisk. Harry's heart raced as the realization sank in. They had found Louis. Whoever had been searching for him had found them both. Before he could process the fear creeping into his mind, there was a loud knock at the front door. It was aggressive, impatient. Harry jumped out of bed, his mind racing. He rushed to the window, carefully peeking through the curtain, and his blood ran cold. There were two men standing outside, tall, dark-clothed figures with an air of authority. They didn't look like reporters or fans. These men looked dangerous, like they were here on official business. Harry, what's going on? Louis's groggy voice came from behind him as he stepped into the room. Harry turned, his face pale. They're here, Louis. They found us. Louis's eyes widened, and the color drained from his face. He stepped closer to the window, taking a cautious glance outside. His expression darkened as he pulled away from the curtain. We need to go. Now.